heard it, and I
Wow.
hate it so
So
much.
obnoxious. It's great. I love it.
Now, us at Fools HQ, we love a little rank.
Oh yeah.
Easy content, very
Back to
easy
back
content.
ranks.
Seems to do quite well on social media platforms, even for us. Um, so we're back with some more. About some more, aren't we?
We are.
We
We're
th-
ranking.
we we
We
thought
did. Carry on.
we, we thought what better place to start than
Then
with the
at-
band who had their first ever gig 20 years ago to the day
Fuck off, is it?
on recording at the Grapes in
Is that
Sheffield.
true?
Oh
We
my
are
God.
that is bang on.
I bet they play
We
a few of
are
these tracks.
My
we
God.
are of course talking about the Arctic Monkeys from High Green Sheffield. And we like to be little indie boys in this place.
So
So
indie for you.
we've decided we're gonna rank the B-sides from the Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not era.
It's so cool.
Why just do
Yeah, boy.
the album? We'll do that next week, or after we've done all the B-sides. I don't know what order we're doing it. We didn't discuss,
It's a good
but we
question.
will do it eventually. So we're gonna start with the B-sides.
We
Oh,
are.
Yeah, man.
We
Well, I
are.
think we're doing it in age order, release order. So oldest first. Bear in mind that we love Arctic Monkeys here. So
Absolutely.
the bias is well and truly before your very eyes. Liam, what is the first song? Please tell
So we're
everyone here.
starting with the B-sides to "I Bet You Look Good on a Dance Floor" and the
I
first.
do, thank you.
Sorry, I know for a
Great.
fact. It's Bigger Boys and "Stolen Sweetheart."
Wow,
What was that?
fantastic. I'm saying it's a great, great song. And I would put it in. What would I put it in? I think I'd put it in A.
Yeah, I think I'd probably put it in A as well. I don't think that's a slight on this track. I just think Arctic Monkeys have a great discography, especially some of the B-sides.
Yes.
If we're basing it on the whole discography, or are we basing it just on these?
Oh, I can't against this.
I never know.
Who knows? Let's put it in A. I'd say
It's going in A.
I'd say at least an A. I could be persuaded to put it in Slapper. I think this is a key example of that like fantastic kind of local lyricism. Trademark.
Yes.
That Alex, so expertly displayed on that first album, and I think it's
There's a word for that, no?
Colloquialism.
That's it.
Yeah, that's not really what I'm trying to say.
It was exactly what you're trying to say.
No, no.
Literally,
That is it.
that is the word.
Colloquialism is a
describe what
term
is
used in a certain
it.
area.
For
I'm
local
talking-
lyricism, which
I'm
is
talking
exactly what
more
you said.
about
yeah.
lyricism around
Oh,
a
I'm with you.
local area, not used.
That is
No, it's no.
Talking
Anyway.
off here, of course, no.
everyone's talking shite,
No, honestly, Google it.
talking wet.
Google it. But yeah, I think this this song, the lyrics are fantastic, and it really,
Oh, yeah.
it just feels, it makes you feel young. It reminds you of being in high school.
All of these
reminds you all the
songs
things.
make me feel so youthful.
Not just because of the time,
It's-
but just because, like,
but
the
partly
way it was
because of
written.
the time. But
Yanni,
also, yeah.
But
he
I'm
really,
not your point. I'm talking.
it really
You are
You've
being
been
Yanni,
so
you are being quite
talkative.
rude tonight.
Very
Right.
rude.
rude all the time, mate. Yeah, well, you might
Chun
have
Li
something to
Flying
expand on with
Bird
this
Kick is the
next
next
point.
song.
But I really enjoyed the fact that there were lots of different guitar parts played. Like, it wasn't all just rhythm. There was a lot of bits where there was lead parts going on with both of them, and I'd forgotten that was something that it's never like just straightforward. There's always little bits that going on that really complement everything else that's going on within the track that I picked out on Bitter Boys, Stolen Sweetheart. Liam,
Correct.
thank you.
Thank you, Yanni. The next single from the same single is Chun Li Flying Bird Kick. Now, this is
Do without it, really.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, that was genuine. I thought you'd stop speaking.
It's all right.
Liam, I'm really sorry.
It's
mate.
okay.
I've been told I've been quite rude.
Yeah,
I want
rein it in.
to.
No, this is an instrumental. I just wanted to give that little spiel for anyone who doesn't know. It's instrumental. It's very repetitive.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. They've normally. I mean, normally they've got a couple of good instrumentals. The Monkeys have, but this is up there with the worst ones. Um, the little breakdown bit, the dun is the only bit really that sticks out as being different to the rest of it for me. Otherwise, it's just dun 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 dun, dun for most of the track, and knowing what else they've done instrumentally, it's a bit of a letdown. But I'd probably give it a C, to be honest with you.
I could get on board with a C. Yeah, as you say, it's definitely the weakest instrumental. IMO. We'll get onto one, the favorite worst nightmare B-sides, which I can tell you will not be rated a C. Put it that way. But yeah, no, I agree. C.
I agree, guys. I think it's a C minimum. Maximum. You know, that's. I could put it lower. You know what I'm trying to say.
Do you?
I have no idea. Yeah, no, it just feels so like it's just the same thing the whole way through. Apart from like the breakdown you say, Yanni, which is interesting, but it doesn't feel inspiring at all. It feels very like a band's first jam. You know, it doesn't.
Yeah.
And it may have been. You know, this is very early days after Monkeys. This may have just been something they were messing around with right at the beginning, but they were also creating songs like Bigger Boys and Stolen Sweethearts and the rest of our, Whatever People Say I Am. So this is, nowhere near the top.
Nowhere near. Liam, what have we got next?
We're on to When the Sun Goes Down, EP, B-sides, and the first is Stickin To The Floor.
This one is a naughty little get your butt on the floor and dance tune. It's rapid, gets the job done in under a minute and a half, just. And it's hard to go wrong with it, really, because it doesn't give you enough time to experience anything going wrong.
I get what you mean. I'm always a little bit taken aback by. Oh, I was expanding on. That's just conversation, though. I wasn't speaking over you.
Right, everyone, from now on, let's all just be quiet. Silence. I'm muting all the mics, and we're going to do 10 minutes of silent thought.
I just think it doesn't sound great.
I get that, yeah.
Which I don't think is. It's not something that I associate with Arctic Monkeys even in the early era. It all sounds pretty good, but this one just kind of, don't know.
Actually, I disagree with you. I'm listening to it right now. I don't think it sounds terrible. I actually think there's a worse sounding song coming up. But it's actually a worser song, and it is it's a better song, even though it sounds worser. And yeah, this one doesn't sound that bad.
I think B.
I would go B. Yeah. I don't know why I'm trying to talk so much about the songs. We've got a lot to get through. B.
Listen, guys, we're all just on the same wavelength today because I also agree with B. I think it's very much what people say I am. Some of those faster songs like Vampires and deep songs.
Oh, what a tune, by the way!
It's the okay. We're not there yet. Calm down.
Slapper.
But Stickin To The Floor. It just doesn't do enough within its 1 minute 20. I think I don't begrudge it for being so short. I think that makes absolute sense. It just doesn't do enough in the time. I will say before we go on to the next one.
Short King.
I had a strange situation with these because I didn't realise that Settle for a Draw was on the EP because
expand, Liam, please,
Spotify,
for everyone at home.
I am doing so on Spotify. It only has Stickin To The Floor and 7 with When the Sun Goes Down. You can search for Settle for a Draw and then it brings up the full EP, which is weird, but doesn't show under Arctic Monkeys. Then I was looking, and so the EP has all 3 B-sides, and the single has Settle for a Draw. I don't think there's any instance of it being just Stickin To The Floor and 7, or was it maybe a CD single?
It could have been a CD single or a 7-inch.
No, this is in the era when they were doing like 7-inch and 12 or 10-inch singles, so that's probably it. But it's still stupid that when it's streaming, it doesn't just put it onto one thing.
Well, my strange thought, not strange thought, but my my situation, the thing I'm about to talk about is that I think that Sticking to the Floor goes very well into 7, and yet that doesn't
It doesn't.
exist. It's not. It doesn't. That doesn't happen. And
It doesn't. Liam, I think
weird.
you're gonna have to just settle for a draw.
Thanks.
Speaking of which, that is the name of the next song, and I'm gonna be really rapper with this. It's a slapper in my books. I've actually realised that I love this song. I think lyrics are great, guitar's great, drums are great. I love how live it sounds, especially at the start with like the false counting. It just sounds like a bunch of lads in the room playing, which is exactly what it is. But it's so good. When it kicks in, it doesn't sound like, oh, this is a really early song. It sounds like they've been doing this for some time.
Yeah.
I do agree, but I don't think it's a slapper. Partly because I quite often forget about it, even though it could be due to the Spotify thing. It's on my Arctic Monkeys playlist. And just sometimes I'm just like, meh. I do think it's very good though, and when I hear it, I do enjoy it. But I think it would be an A maximum for me.
Yeah, I'm a bit torn on this one myself. I do really, really like it, and it's definitely one of the better from this era. I just don't think it reaches that slapper ness. So
Aiden,
it's an A, baby.
beautiful. Next
This, on
up
the other hand's an A.
is 7. Now, this is one that I forget about, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
So, Cal, you go first this time.
Well, I think of bar Bigger Boys. I think this is my favourite one that we've done so far
What?
on this rank.
You are.
Just on this one
You're
rank,
deluded, man.
purely for the lyricism. I think the lyrics on this are fantastic, and it's what is it like, a minute and a half, like Sticking to the Floor.
2 minutes.
I
Nope.
think.
2:08.
Oh, all right. Well, a bit longer then, but I think it does it better. I do. I'd put this in A personally, but based on your faces, it ain't going there.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to disagree with you quite heavily with the lyricism comment. I think
Yeah.
this is a very poor, lyrically fronted song. The music is good, infectious, but honestly, the lyrics are cringy.
Yeah, very
In my opinion, it's very like early band stuff.
elementary.
And that's elementary Watson. And that's saying a lot considering it's Alex Turner. Although, I will say that on the credits here, it actually credits all 4 of the original members. So I wonder if this was, had a helping hand from other people. But because usually they're just credited to Al. So, yeah, anyway, I disagree with you, Cal, and I think for that, you
Oh,
should
yeah?
be booted off this one.
Bye, Colin.
Have fun with the TikTok without me.
Okay, we don't do it anyway.
Yeah, it's alright. It's going in B. 7 is going in B. Sorry, Yanni, is that what you said, B?
I didn't say anything. I would put this on B.
Fair enough.
Next up, we're into the EP. Who
Slapper
the
territory.
are Arctic Monkeys?
Should we start off by saying this is one of the best EPs ever created?
Absolutely.
Started.
Just so you know that going in.
So
The first song, go on, Liam.
the first actual song is The View from the Afternoon, which I'm just saying that because just to elevate that even more. But the first B-side, if you will, is Cigarette Smoker Fiona. Now, I'm going to say this is a slapper, guys.
Absolutely. Get it straight up in there.
Oh, I love that.
Absolutely, my friend.
Do either of you two remember just the cigarette smoke version?
Yes.
Yes.
Good old LimeWire special.
Where-
What versions do you prefer? Because when I was young, I preferred cigarette
It's
smoke.
swapped. Yeah.
Now
I
it's
don't
cigarette smoke.
remember it, if I'm being. I remember it, but I don't remember how it goes. Where could I possibly find that?
Probably
It'll be on YouTube.
Good.
It'll definitely be on YouTube.
Yeah, true. Thank you. Maybe I'll just boot up LimeWire.
Yeah.
Oh, Oh fucking hell!
It honestly is. Just bring it back to the song, because we're a music podcast. Honestly, in terms of just energy, in terms of like raw tone, the lyrics, it's so good, and like the breakdown with just the bass for the verses, it's just so good, guys.
It's also, I was going to say, it's amazing to think that they were this heavy as well. It's a really heavy. I don't know why I said really then. Very heavy song, and I fucking love it. It's good.
Me too.
Next one.
Me too.
Wunderbar. Next up, Despair in the Departure Lounge.
Now,
Now,
this
I
is the
think-
one. Oh,
I
brilliant.
thought
I'm
this
going to
was
just
gonna-
go first. I'm just going to. I wanted to say this is the one that doesn't sound very good. In retrospect, now, as a music journalist and music creator of more years than I was when I first listened to this, it's very not good sounding. However, it's great sounding for what it is. It
Absolutely.
works so well for
Yeah.
the song.
It probably was chosen to be like that because it adds to it, in my opinion. And
Oh, yeah?
what I was going to say
Yeah.
was this is where the name of the tiers is wrong because
No,
it's not a slapper, but it is absolutely a slapper. you know?
Slapperness transcends your society's idea of what a slapper is.
Yeah, you've got to look past the conventional slapper here. We're 2023, mate. Come on.
If we're thinking, like knee slapper, like yeah, boy, it's also, you know, hits me. Oh,
Yeah,
you know,
this
Yeah.
definitely hits me.
so
This hits me so hard. It's absolute slapper. Lyrics are some of his best, and
Unbelievable.
the music is great. And like I say, even though it sounds like arse, it sounds fucking great. Everything works so well.
yeah,
Absolutely.
it really does. It really feels. It wouldn't be the song without that kind of strange. I don't know what this is. It's hard to even describe kind of what it's going for, but I've always thought it feels like it's being recorded in a departure lounge. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's what I thought. It just feels like it's just on the go. That's what
Yeah,
it
it's
feels.
like, oh, they're setting up for the next song, and he's just playing this to himself while they're setting up to play whatever the next song's going to be in like a live setting or in a recording setting. Speaking of next song,
next song is No Buses.
I'm talking first here.
What?
This is one of the best songs Alex Turner has ever written, and I will hear absolutely nothing of the sort. Nothing against that. That made no sense.
Cal,
No,
you said it.
no, nothing against it. The lyric, she thinks she's the one, but she's just one in 24.
It's in the song.
fantastic. It is in the song, and it is fantastic. Liam, let go of the cursor.
it's gone.
It's going in Slapper.
It's locked.
What do you boys
I mean,
think
I
about
will.
it?
I will. Yeah, I've put it in slapper because I agree it's a slapper. So unless Yanni's going to come out with a D or something, it's for sure
I
there.
can get my D out. No.
Please show your D. No, it's
I'll take
yeah,
it off
it's
camera.
brilliant. It's a brilliant song. It's so well written. And I mean, again, this EP is incredible, and there's such a variety of songs in it. And this is just another string to the bow for Alex and co. And it's wonderful, really wonderful.
Yeah, I love how it all ties together lyrically with the theme and the name of the song, No Buses, and what he's talking about. It just works so well. Yeah, very, very good. And when everyone joins in, it's just lovely, 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 lovely.
How does it fit into the
Absolutely.
name of the song? I've never understood what I meant by No Buses.
Because it's about loving it, and so when he's saying now's not a good time because I'm really desperate for a wee, sweating, and now I've got to clarify the lyric that
I'm not saying that,
you
I'm a
always,
you know, he doesn't say no buses, but the
No,
song
about
itself
it
is
sweating
like,
and having a wee. I don't see Alex saying
no, that's not on there. I made that up.
about when you want love, it's not around, but when you're not
Oh.
looking for it, everyone,
It's always
yeah.
It's like a
They always
bus.
offer when
It's
there's
like a
lots
bus.
of love around, but when
around.
you're short of some, it's nowhere to be found.
Of
There's no
course.
buses. There we go. Full circle moment. Last song of
No?
this EP.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Save myself there. It is Who the Fuck are Arctic Monkeys. We'll tell you, they're one of the best bands in the whole entire globe because the Earth is not flat.
Well,
Now's not the time. It's too hot. Just wrap it up. Fantastic song. Weakest on the EP, in my opinion.
oh, Callum, shut up! What the
No, he's so,
fuck are you
so fucking
smoking?
wrong.
How on
I think it
earth?
is. But I'm not saying it's weak.
No,
Just I
that's-
would like
no.
to tell you that.
Oh, this
I
guy.
do.
I don't want to hear it, Hal.
It's still a slapper, so fuck off.
Absolutely, there's no doubt it's that. That's not up for
I
contention,
wouldn't
mate.
have allowed
The fact you
anything
say it's the
but-
weakest song on the EP, and it's definitely not.
I think it is.
Well, I think you're wrong.
But it's, as we've already established, it's the best EP of all time. That's not a bad thing.
Certainly not bad.
He was wrong.
That's where
funny.
you're wrong, Cole. This to me is on a day. No, okay, it's top 3 Arctic Monkey songs for me.
Wow.
On a certain day, it could be the top spot. I love this song. I have
Yeah,
such
it's
an
very
adoration for it. It's so like, it feels so strong and something inside so strong. When I listen to this song, it's so good. It's so well crafted. The middle 8 to the outro. All the things I just said. So good. So good.
Yeah, it's great. 5 years' time, we're still talking about Arctic Monkeys.
We are. Yeah. That's so true.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yanni, did you rate that? Did you say
Moving
slapper?
on.
Yeah, you agreed to slapper.
But yeah, it doesn't need saying, does it? It's a slapper.
We're on to Leave Before the Lights Come On. Which I feel like, is this order right? Is that right?
There you go.
That's right.
That's
isn't
right.
it? Which
Sweet.
this is the single, isn't it?
Mhm.
So this was a
Yes.
single, and then these two are B-sides. This is slightly different to the others, I suppose.
I believe this one came out after the album, though, didn't it?
Yeah, so
did.
it's still the kind of same era, but it's a non-album track.
It's before the
Yeah.
first Favourite Worst Nightmare album, single. So this is the first single recorded with Mr. O'Malley
Yeah, it is, boy.
on bass, and not Andy.
And he
We've-
slips
We've
right
met
in.
him, Yanni.
We have in
So
Blackpool, of all places.
Leave Before
What
the
a
Lights
shithole.
Come On. Black
Oh,
Hole
it's
is
just
a good
put
one.
it in slapper. Fucking hell.
It is an absolute fucking stonker of a song.
Absolutely amazing track. And the fact that a band don't even contemplate putting a song this good on a set list says how good their discography is. And I'm
What
also
idiotic
saying-
they are.
Do you know
well,
what?
yeah, no, I was trying to get onto that. Yeah, they but go on,
Hands up.
Liam.
I meant to mention this earlier. If you're only watching this video, you should go back and listen to the full episode. Episode 99, available here.
Beautiful.
I meant to mention this when you were talking about going to Sheffield, Jan. Is that I saw something where someone was talking about how the set list has barely changed in like a load of years.
that
Apart from
Mr. Cal Forever Ever.
yeah, it may have been actually. Nice.
It was.
Or apart from obviously the new tracks, and it's such a shame, especially when you kind of point out songs like this exist, that they
Yeah.
don't pull a pavement and like just mess the set list up. Keep the standards, 4 or 5 of them, and just mess around and just
We just don't need 8 a.m. songs, do we?
no. And I think it's maybe just because they've got such a kind of without seeing them, I'm assuming there's such a show that they're trying to put on kind of thing, and they're trying to kind of modernize some of those older songs. So it may be a bit more of a task to get a
You
random.
did that thing again where you did
Yeah.
with your
It may be more of a task just to throw random songs into the set list. But
Yeah.
like that would be so good if they just randomly played like Bigger Boys and Storm Sweetheart or something. It'd be
I would
incredible.
not give a shit for the sense of the. I'm sorry to cut in, but for this, the whole like, we're putting on a show and make everything fit in. I don't give a shit. Play this song and play it like it was originally intended. Maybe down a few keys because of his voice.
Sure.
Obviously, this is a very high song to sing, but
But look at like
yeah, just fucking mess it up, man.
it's
Do it.
just like Pavement did it. And again, sorry to
Mm.
talk about another band here, but they had the same
Alright.
their display thing behind them, whatever you want to call it, the backdrop. I think was just the same videos every night. They weren't specific to the songs. They just kind of all fit with each song, and they just changed it every single night, and they've got a shit ton of songs. Like the full list is insane of how many different songs they played over those tours. So just do it, Alex and guys.
Innit? Come on. Have
Anyway,
a bit of
well
fun
done.
with it. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's absolutely a slapper. Correct?
Correct. Next song.
Correct.
Put Your Dukes Up, John. This is a cover.
It is by the Little Flames.
Little
Mr. Miles Kane's little first band. I think. I assume this was before the Rascals. Am I correct?
You could be correct, and I'm not going to argue with you.
Good.
This could not be another band song, and I wouldn't know the difference. What?
Mm.
I know what you mean.
I'm not with that well in the slightest. However, this fits very well with Arctic Monkey's style, and the chorus in this is fucking huge. How
It
much of a
really
laugh would
is.
it be if they just played this? Okay.
Just get Miles out.
Oh yeah, we'll get Miles out. Why not?
Yeah.
But yeah,
It would be great. I think, A.
I would put it in A as well. To be fair.
Do you know what, guys? I think A's fair. It is mad
Huh?
how this is, as we pointed out, not their song, and it sounds so like this era Arctic Monkeys, and even where Favourite Worst Nightmare was to go to, and beyond.
Yeah, it does sort of blend into that, doesn't
it's
it? To be
crazy,
fair.
and like I went and listened to the Little Flames version, and they haven't changed it much. It's pretty much just the same song. They haven't added anything. It was all there. The original sounds a bit more kind of like psychedelic, like 60s sounding. I don't know if it's just the female vocalist helps make it sound a bit like Jefferson Airplane sort of style. But yeah, it's mad that they've somehow it's just become their own. I don't know if maybe they were involved in the songwriting. I don't know how far back Miles and Alex's partnership goes, but it's an interesting one.
And the last song, and this time I mean of this rank, is Baby I'm Yours, which is again another cover.
It is.
It is.
And it also
Barbara Lewis,
features.
isn't
Is it Barbara Lewis? Is that what you said?
Yes, it is Barbara Lewis.
Oh, well done. And
Barbara.
it features the Newell Octet. That's 8 people.
Wow.
Um,
You play a lot of instruments with 8 arms. That's what it means, isn't it?
yeah, that's definitely it. What a lovely tune.
It is a lovely tune. It also features someone else.
And we know
Oh.
that person. Oh, what? Is it a dodgy
Oh,
person?
no, it's not a dodgy person. I just don't have no idea how to pronounce the first name. Ossi? Osh? Oh, it's not like Oshan.
Is it Oshan?
Oshin? It's not Oshan.
How's it spelled?
I don't think. Oisin. Oisin Leach from the 747.
Oshin? Like Roshin?
Yeah, this
But Oshin?
potentially. Yeah, we'll go with
Anyway,
that. Oisin Leach from the 747s
okay.
sings the second verse.
Thanks, Cal.
No
Sings
worries.
the second verse.
Yeah, man.
I don't think I've
Someone's not
I
listening to
always,
that song.
don't think I've
I,
ever
always
noticed
I assume when it was Matt Helders when I was
it. Yeah,
younger.
I
But
think I did. Yeah,
Really?
I don't know if I've ever noticed that really. Actually, that there's
you
definitely
know
like
it's not
there's
Alex.
definitely vocalists there that obviously aren't Arctic Monkeys at all. But someone sings a full second verse.
Yes.
Alex is
Come
there
on, lads,
though.
get with it.
Alex is there.
no,
Nope.
he's for the rest of the song. Yeah, he leaves at that point. Pops out.
Goes out the roof.
He punks up. Catch a bus. This song, I mean, a lot. There's only so much, obviously, you can kind of pin on to Arctic Monkeys. This kind of era music is wonderful. There's so much music from this time. I love it personally. I love this kind of style. Sam Cooke, stuff like that. Stuff my dad used to listen to. So it feels very homely. It feels very warm. And I think they do a great job at it. And I think Alex's voice works very well. And so does that other fella. Who's there, apparently.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Alex outshines, if I'm honest. Outshines the other fella.
Bob Lewis.
Vocally. And yeah, it's just a testament to the band that can pull this off, really.
So it's a
And
D.
it doesn't seem out of place. So it's a D,
Yeah,
yeah.
what is it
No,
really
I
from?
would probably
I'd be happy with an A or a B.
I'd go with What do you want to say then?
No, it's you. You're speaking. I won't
There's
interrupt.
serious fence
I
sitting
shan't
here.
interrupt.
Go on.
No, continue your thought, sir. I know what I want.
I'm literally sitting in sweat here, guys.
Hey.
Crack on.
I need a
I was
piss so
gonna say
bad.
you do.
In that case, I want to say B.